Good evening. As you probably already noticed, and as I anticipated in my Legions Imperialis anticipation video, which will be linked somewhere on the screen right now, it's gaining traction and it's gaining momentum and it's bringing in new players. And this is the Lehman Rust tank. It's the first thing that I've put from the starter set which I purchased. It's a very nice model. It's probably gonna be used pretty extensively by Solar Auxilia players. And what I wanted to do in this video is to propose a solution to a problem which some people might have and some people might actually encounter. I'm an Imperial Guard player for Epic Armageddon, so I actually have more than a few of Lehman Rust tanks already. They're not the best quality because I printed them a very long time ago on an FDM printer, so pretty good for FDM print, but still, not the best. Anyways, I digress. I'm definitely gonna paint up these, and I have, I think, eight total. But if I would like to use the previous ones, well, the scale scale difference is noticeable, right? The Epic Armageddon ones, it's a different scale, I know, and it's definitely smaller than the Legions Imperialis one. But it's not unsolvable. I'm gonna show you a photograph from a Nuts game, which I did a very long time ago, so be warned, be prepared. It's not gonna be the nicest image you see today. It shows two World War II American tanks. I'm not really sure which ones, but there's a slight scale difference. They're scale models. One is 1:72, one is 1:76. How Peter solved the scale problem, the similar but not yet same scale problem, a very long time ago, is that he used bases of the same size to represent same units or units of the same category, let's say. And that's a thing that you can easily do with your old miniatures from Epic Armageddon or even older editions of Epic, to use them in Legions Imperialis. Because what the Warhammer community page stated is that if you have all the miniatures, you're free to use them. They're not banned. And by all means, they should not be banned. This is your game, you do whatever you want with it. As long as you're not playing in an official tournament sponsored by GW, then you do you. Some people, like me, will have no issue with you having differently based units or smaller units. But I've read on the internet more than a few times that some people actually can have a problem with that. So, what you can do is use the thing that I hate to use on vehicles and stuff that doesn't need them, bases. Basically, this is a base, which I made quickly just for demonstration purposes. This is a base that might be used for the original Legions Imperialis Lehman Rust. And you can see that it's just a little bit bigger. It might get a disadvantage when you're using it as to count the close combat factor for the tank, what can get into close combat and what not. It makes a bit of a bigger footprint for the tank, but I don't think it's really noticeable, and if you're not going for a super crunchy list, then it's not really gonna be an issue. And what you can do is you can set a standard size for a base. Let's say this one is going to be my standard size. And what I can do is I can take this and, not literally, not every time, but put this tank on the same base. And I know there's going to be a little bit different, but game rules game rules wise, they're going to have the same footprint and the same firepower. You're going to use the exact same measurements from the exact same base. and it's allowed by the Warhammer community page, so go for it, use it. Heck, if you want, you could even get some nice full spectrum dominance tanks and put them in there just to make things more interesting, just to refresh your collection. You might want to, you might want not. That's a suggestion. It's a problem I saw a few people had on the internet, and it's a resolvable problem, but you do you, that's your game. If I need, then I'm definitely going to follow up for the units that I have. I don't really like basing vehicles because it gets in the way of my immersion, but hey, if that gets me more mileage out of the models that I already have, then why not? Thanks for listening. I hope you found this helpful. See you later. Bye. Oh, don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. The YouTube algorithm gods love that part. Thanks. Bye.